Good morning. This time it's going to be Phil here instead of Demon Phil because kind of wanted to reach out to some people. Hopefully, waiting to see if we can get some more people on here, share this out. There's a lot of pain everywhere right now, and all of my shows have always been about trying to get positivity within the comics industry and the general people around here, but it needs to expand a lot. So I'm just trying to do my part on what I can, trying to get some positivity out of there. I've got a huge show that I'm supposed to be planning for, which is supposed to be happening this weekend, and I'm not sure that's a good idea. So if you're on here and you're hurting, let's hear about it. Let's hear what's going on in the world. I actually want to be here for everybody as much as I can. This thing that's going on is unreal, yet it's as real as it gets. And I don't understand all of the hatred that's in there. I'm not going to get involved in the politics and the religion and the drama of it. I'm trying to get involved in the positivity. What do we have to be positive about? So what I would like to know, for anybody that's in here, definitely share this out. And if I'm making a fool of myself on here, then I'm doing that live. But I want to know what everybody's positive about right now. We need to pull from the positive energy on this. There are other people that are trying to do this in all their ways they can. I've said it 100 times over. I'm not an artist. I can't draw a stick figure to save my life to keep a straight line on there. Trying to write, but right now that's not an option because too much negativity in the world just kind of really messes with your creative energies on that. So the best I can do is jump on here. You have to see my ugly face, hear me talking a little bit, and try to bring some positivity to all this. So please, if you're in the audience, you can hear me, see me, let me know what's going on positive where you are. Something positive, nothing negative. This is not a show. This is not an interview. This is just being real. So much is going on in the world that there's just too much that you can't not feel what's happening out there. This is about humanity. I've seen it many times posted up on here, and I strongly believe in it. The only race that I believe in is the human race, and that is absolutely true. Perry, appreciate you being here. And yeah, I can draw a box too if I have a ruler to help along with the straight lines and whatnot. But I just want to hear, what positive is going on. I think everyone needs it as much as they can to go ahead and say it out loud. I need to hear it. I need to feel it. There's a lot of things that are happening. There are a lot of things that are happening that a lot of people aren't even aware of with a lot of people. And that's on a regular basis. But this is just taking things to the nth degree. The whole COVID thing was one thing. That was enough to go ahead and start driving people insane, and I think that's the boiling point. That's kind of the short fuse on this. But the fact that it's spilling over into, it was every major city, and now it's spilling over into just every city. That's not cool. And Perry, I agree with you. Positive for you is comics. I believe in that as well. And that's cool. You got the Jamie Tyndall May the 4th issues in. Those were nice. Yeah, I believe my My Lady Death Malevolent Decimation Kickstarter is coming in today. I think that's what the mail was saying on there. So that's some positive I'm definitely looking forward to on that. But it's it's difficult. It is, and a lot of people are facing this difficulty, and I don't want anybody to face it alone. Alone is not the way that anybody makes it through anything with any of this. And Lewis put something up on here. Hang on. Writing helps you lose yourself in your own little made-up world that you have control of. It's a getaway from the uncontrollable real world. Yeah, yeah. It's it's different. You know, you scroll through social media, and sometimes you can scroll a little bit faster to get past some of the negativity. Now you have to scroll through faster to try to find some positivity on there. It's not the way I wanted us to work. It's not the way anybody wanted us to work anyway. This is not about me. This is about what are we happy about? Because too much emphasis is being put on what we're upset about. There's a lot of negativity on a regular basis in the world. It's in the perception on how you deal with things on there. If you lash out and everybody starts fighting on this, what's left? What are we proving? What are we proving in humanity? Is humanity worth saving? Right now, that's a very fine line. And I never speak to politics or drama or anything like that. Everybody knows that is a major rule on my shows. This is not a show. This is not an interview. This is a discussion. This is me just bearing it out there, trying to make some sense of things. And Perry has something on here as well. I just started adding comic book people on my Facebook, and now I see a lot of art and comic book stuff instead of the negative political stuff. I will agree with you on there. There are a lot of comic book people that I've had on mine as well that I've just decided to. I still have them as friends. I just not following for the time being because what they post up there is just not what I want to see for right now. Everyone has their right to put whatever they want to up there, but everyone has their right to see what they want to see. But that's what this all boils down to is whatever happened to everybody having the choice to be themselves? Whatever happened to everyone having the choice to go ahead and do whatever they wanted to go ahead and do as long as it was within legal realms? Now, again, I'm not going full on political on this by any means, so don't start on me with the, what's right and wrong in this whole situation and how it started and all. But since when did humanity go ahead and become this? I mean, my Walmart in my small town is about to shut down in 45 minutes, about 40 minutes actually, because they're worried about what's going to happen here. Just got worried about that. That's not cool. That's not large major cities and things like that. You kind of have an understanding that's going to happen. Something's going to happen. They're going for the larger places to get more attention. Why is everybody so angry at the world? Why is everybody not looking for something positive to look at? I will say this: there's a GIF or a video that has gone viral on social media that shows in a lot of the rioting and everything. There's a cosplayer that comes out there fully dressed up as Batman, walks out in the middle of it. It's 22 seconds long. He walks in the middle of some of the worst warlike symptoms going out there, and everybody drops what they're doing, starts taking pictures of him, and just is in awe of this guy out there as Batman. Now, there's a lot of jokes that go around with that, that Batman has the power to stop everything, and why did it all start? Or all stop because he's Batman. But whenever you start thinking about it, it takes one act of positivity, one drop, one pebble. Many times I've made allusions to the if you drop a pebble in water, then eventually the ripples will get to the other bank. Well, right now there's a lot of pebbles being dropped in there. It's going to the wrong bank. So why don't we start dropping some pebbles in there for positivity? I've got a lot to be thankful for. I've got a lot of stress that I'm dealing with on a personal level. And my friends on here have no idea what that is. There are only maybe two that know what's going on. And that's only because I can only bottle it up for so long. But I go ahead and focus on the positive every time I come on this thing, because that's all we can really live off of is the positive. Negative is a fact of life. I'm not gonna haze that by any means, but how you look at it, how you perceive it, how you deal with it. There's a lot of things that happen to a lot of different people, and I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out right now. Russell Allen, that man is dealing with so much personal issues right now, and has gone ahead and laid everything out there so that everyone can completely see everything that's going on with him. And yet still he pushes forward and is coming up with this book that he's writing, and stays positive as he can in the audience and dealing with everybody, and he doesn't stop. That to me is amazing. So yeah, I definitely have incredible respect for Russell on that. He has good days, he has bad days, but he's laid it all out there to where everybody knows what's going on with him and what he's dealing with. And it's not for pity, it's because he's showing that there is power in positivity. So I'm just trying to do my part to go ahead and show that as well. And hopefully something like this will help out some people out there. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain in the world right now. And it's not cool. I mean, there's a lot of people that have legitimate gripes. There's a lot of people that are just drawing off of that negative energy and that pain. So why don't we start drawing off some positive energy? My main point is just, let's just try to turn things into a positive swing on something, anything. I'm not saying you have to believe what everyone's telling you in the world, or you have to listen to what certain members of political parties are saying or anything. No, I'm not saying that at all. Be your own person. But right now, more than ever, we need to go ahead and focus on something positive. So post something positive. Post a lot of something positive. Hell, have Facebook get pissed off at you and give you a warning for a ban if you put too much positive out there. We need something, anything, because this is just too much, and it really weighs on everybody. There is, yeah, Lewis, I agree. Russell Allen is cool and one of my favorite dudes. Absolute respect for the man. Usually he's on my shows. He doesn't know this is a show because it's not a show. So I'm sure he will see it later. And yes, there's been a lot of them. That's another thing, is there's a negative connotation with the media and everything that they show and things like that. Conflict gets money. Sex sells. I mean, there's different terms you can use with that and everything. So the ones there's a lot. There's a few pictures of the peace that's involved in this, and there needs to be more pictures, more emphasis on the peace that's trying to be made in this, because the more that you show the negativity on there, the more it enrages everybody else. The more enraged you get, attitude is infectious, and that's a common thing, whether you choose to believe that or not. I mean, it's absolutely true. If you align yourself with people who are constantly sad, you yourself will be sad most of the time. If you align yourself with people that are happy, you see where that goes. So the same can be said with positive, negative, with angry, with peaceful. And it doesn't have to be that you actually align by, giving them a friend request or anything. We're talking about just How much do you dwell on these things? Uh, how much do you actually sit here and stress and look into things? Whenever I'm going through and I see these feeds on here, it attracts my attention, and I try to get the information aspect off of it, but I have to distance myself. And I'm not saying that to be a bad person. I'm just saying that because for humanity's sake and for sanity's sake on my side, that's my personal. I have to do that. So I'm trying to put positive out there. Um, if we can have just more positive, would be great. And I think that's what the world needs right now is a positive reinforcement that things are going to change at some point. I mean, COVID, murder hornets. I don't know if everybody saw the thing with the birds. The world itself is angry at humanity and is lashing out. And in doing so, that energy that's coming off of that is being absorbed by humanity itself. So you have a choice at this point. You can go ahead and accept it and absorb all that negative energy that's coming off and run with it and start looting and destroying people's lives that have nothing to do with any of the news media thing that's going on. Or you can rise above it and choose to be a bigger, higher level person. I even changed my name on here to go with just Phil. I'm not Demon Phil today. Demon Phil is the persona, is the character, is the person that I am positively on here, of course, whenever I go ahead and try to help out in the comic industry and the pop culture industry. But this, I'm just me. What you see is what you get. Anybody who talks to me to the side or knows me personally or anything like that knows that I'm just me. So, me saying all this may not mean a damn thing. But if I can help one person, one, to go ahead and see some positive out of this, then maybe it'll help out a little. It's my drop in the pond. So, all I'm asking is start throwing some pebbles out there, some positive pebbles. Get those drops in the pond. Let's see if we can get those ripples going to the correct bank. Because as it stands right now, this is not cool. And it's going to start affecting more and more and more people. And there's a lot of negative energy that's going off of this, and we just really need to push forward. So I think I'll go ahead and leave it at that for now. But if anyone needs to talk or anyone needs to go over anything, let me know. I'm here. I may be a little more distant from posting online for today at least. Just kind of stay away from that, but Messenger's always open. So let me know what's going on. But let's go ahead and get those positive pebbles out there. Y'all have a good one. Definitely be safe.